up, my retro gaming friends? Nintenjoel here, and I've got another collection video for you. I'm always looking to show off really cool things in my collection because nobody really gets to see them in person anyway, so I may as well show you guys. So, what I have for you is quite obvious because you've probably read the title, but this is my Dragon Warrior / Dragon Quest series. And just picture a Dragon Warrior sword slashing through, and actually I guess it'd be this way for you guys, but whatever. Cross slash Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest, yes. Anyways, we all know where this series began because its humble roots are right here, and we've all seen this cover. This is Dragon Warrior 1 for Nintendo, and this is a great game. I love this game. So darn good. It is so simple, yet had so many of the basics right. And, I mean, even though it's at best a 20-25 hour game, I could play it over and over. The beginning may be a little tedious, but it's just a fun game to play. I don't know about you guys, but I could spend forever playing that game. But there's not really much I have to say about it. It's the simplest Dragon Warrior there is. It's so stripped down and bare, but just really good. It's one of the few RPGs where it's just one dude. You're just one lonely guy tromping through the entire world and kicking ass. And I think it makes you feel a little more accomplished when you beat the game because you're just one dude. You know, with all the Final Fantasies and Ultimas and all the other RPGs there are, you have parties and there are plenty of members, and sure there are RPGs nowadays where there aren't just one, you know, where there's just one guy, but, you know, back in the Nintendo games, it was this and Legend of Zelda, which is arguably an RPG, so, yeah, there's something to be said about that. Dragon Warrior 2, a beloved game for me. I haven't beaten this one. I have beaten Dragon Warrior 1. This one I have not beaten on Nintendo, but I have beaten a later remake of it, which I'll talk about later. But Dragon Warrior 2 has some of the greatest art, first of all. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Go Google an image of Dragon Warrior 2 for NES. Put it as your background because it's amazing. I love that style of artwork from the 80s. And this was just an upgraded version of Dragon Warrior. And if I remember correctly, you have 3 people in your party. And there's much more to do, much bigger world. In fact, the entire world of Dragon Warrior 1 is slightly smaller and put in the entire world. It's just one corner of the entire world of Dragon Warrior 2. So much larger game than the first one, and quite rewarding to beat. Very fun, very good story. In my opinion, all the Dragon Warriors have great music, and they seem to just get better with age, but this is where they started getting a little better with the music for sure. The first one was definitely repetitive. Moving on, we have Dragon Warrior 3 for Nintendo. This is the most recent acquisition that I have. I am so happy to own this now. It's quite a nice copy, and I have not beaten that one either on NES. Because I've never actually owned this. I've never even played this on the NES. So one that I plan on beating very soon. Dragon Warrior 3 is a really good game. Again, just an expanded version, better music, slightly better graphics, bigger story. There's so much to do. Arguably, most people say this is the best Dragon Warrior. But in my opinion, by far, and I mean by far, and there may be a little bit of nostalgia behind this, Dragon Warrior 4. This is the best game. This is the best Dragon Warrior, in my opinion. I'm going to show off a bunch more, but this is the best one. It just doesn't get any better. The DS remake is really good, and I will get to that as well. But Dragon Warrior 4 is a fantastic game with a fantastic story. And what's very unique about this is it's got a chapter system where there's 5 chapters to this game. The first chapter, you're just one guy and you're trying to figure out kidnappings in a castle town, and it leads you on your own adventure. After you beat that, you have a second chapter where you are a princess and you have a couple of wizards that join you and you go out to explore the world on your own and kind of find your way in the world and solve a few problems in the world along the way. Third chapter deals with a merchant, a lone merchant named Talon, or Torneko in Japan, and this is arguably the best chapter in my opinion. It is so fun to play as the merchant and eventually own your own shop and work as a worker, and you have much better luck in that chapter, and so monsters drop crazy good items for you. It's just a really fun chapter. Chapter 4, you're dealing with a couple of sisters who their father's been murdered, and they're trying to solve that mystery and avenge their killer, or his killer. Very good story also, and nice long chapter with a lot to do. And then the 5th chapter is what tops it all off. You get all the characters from the previous 4 chapters combined into one, plus the hero of the game, and the 5th chapter is about as long as the first 4 chapters combined, and it is just an amazing, long, awesome game. I cannot recommend Dragon Warrior 4 enough. I just recently beat it finally, and I love this game. I grew up with this game, and I'm very happy to own a copy. Okay, moving on from there, in chronological order, although this one's kind of the same, we have the remake for DS of Dragon Warrior 4. This is just better graphically, musically. It's got a few extra things where you can you can build a little town with the small metal system. It's just an expanded upon Dragon Warrior 4. And interestingly enough, Dragon Warrior 4 almost saw a remake on the PlayStation, and there were even advertisements for it in one of the games I'm going to show you later on. But Dragon Warrior 4 never made it onto the PlayStation. This was the remake that redeemed it, not actually coming out. So yes, this is a must-have. Dragon Warrior 5 for DS. Awesome game. Hand of the Heavenly Bride is the actual subtitle, and I have not played a whole lot of this game. I got a few Dragon Warriors on DS in a row. I just haven't had the time to put into them, but I'm definitely going to. I've played them a bit, and they're really good. Dragon Quest V is one of those, very good. And Dragon Quest VI, same story. This is a really good game. I love this. 5 and 6 were originally released on the Super Famicom, and we never got that in America. But yeah, really good game. Probably my favorite of 5, 6, and 9, which is not chronological order, but it's DS, so I kind of wanted to show you that first. Dragon Quest 9 is also really fun as well, but yeah, not chronological order. The next chronological order one would be Dragon Warrior 7, which was the last game to feature the Dragon Warrior title. In America, these were known as Dragon Warrior. In Japan, they were known as Dragon Quest, and that has to do with a company, a pen and paper role-playing game company at the time was called Dragon Quest in America, and so there were copyright issues, so they decided to release it as Dragon Warrior 7 in America. Dragon Warrior 7 is an amazing game. It is a very long game, over 100 hours. Some people say up to 150 hours. You can change classes. Amazing graphics, amazing music, just amazing world to explore. Honestly, 2 worlds to explore. So good. So good. I will talk more about this game in the future. Embarrassed for this one because I have a disc-only copy, but this is Dragon Quest VIII for PlayStation 2. And what's really funny about that is I got my PlayStation 2 for that game. That was going to be the only game I was going to get on PlayStation 2. That's what I told myself. I'm buying a PlayStation 2 for Dragon Quest VIII, and honestly, I would be happy with just those 2 games. If I was on an island by myself with just that, or I mean that game and that console, I would be happy on an island just by that, with that itself. Dragon Quest VIII is amazing. The music is incredible, although it sometimes lulls me to sleep with its amazing beauty. The graphics are amazing as well, just so good. You have a alchemy pot where you can combine items and make new items with it, just so good. This is one of the creams of the crops. I cannot recommend that game enough, and it's one game that I need to play a little bit more of. From there, we have little remakes of Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 on Game Boy. And this is how I beat Dragon Warrior 1 and 2. Well, actually, I beat Dragon Warrior 1 on Nintendo as well. Actually, I beat that one first. But I also beat it on here, too. But Dragon Warrior 2, that's where I beat that game. same thing here. This is where I beat Dragon Warrior 3. I have not beat the NES one because I just got it recently. It was the last one that I needed for my NES collection, but this one I have beat, and it is quite a good port of it. I love this game, and I'm happy to own a boxed copy of it as well. Moving on, we have Dragon Warrior Monsters for Game Boy, and this is just a really cool game. I have not played it very much at all, but it's kind of like the Pokemon vein where you're collecting monsters, and just really fun. Now, the Dragon Quest Monsters game that I have for you now, and the last game I have to show you guys, is embarrassingly just a tiny DS copy that you could probably barely see. But this is Dragon Quest Monsters Joker on Nintendo DS, and I absolutely love that game. It is quite a bit like Pokemon, and quite a bit like the older Dragon Quest Monsters games, but just updated, better graphics, better sound, better everything. Just an overall very good game where you collect monsters, fuse them together, and have so much fun. It was hard for me to advance to the next area because I was so busy collecting monsters. That's all I wanted to do. So yeah, very addicting game. A friend of mine says that he put in well over 120 hours into that game, and then you could put in a lot more. So there's another really long one for you guys. That's it. That's all I have for you guys. That's my Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior collection. And let me know what you guys think. How many Dragon Quest games do you have? How many Dragon Warrior games do you have? Do you have both? And which ones have you beaten? I personally love these first 4 to death. I'd have to say these ones right here are my favorite. Dragon Warrior 1 through 4, and then Dragon Warrior 7 and 8 are my absolute favorites. But leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think of your favorites. And if you like the video, please give a thumbs up below. And if you want to see more videos and hopefully give those thumbs up as well, please subscribe in the corner below. And like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and keep rocking the retro games.